Hi parents, welcome to GiftWaley. I am Aishwarya, a Montessori guide, teacher and consultant, and this is part 2 of the infant and toddler developmental series. Hi everyone, I'm Aishwarya Dwarakanath and I'm from Eds Up Montessori as well as I Teach I Learn. I love talking about children, about early education and Montessori. Dr. Montessori discovered through her observation of children that there was something called as sensitive periods. Now, what are sensitive periods? You may have come across this term when you're Googling about Montessori. Sensitive periods are like a bus you have to catch at the right time because even if that bus comes again later, you can catch it, you may reach your destination, but a little late and with some delay. In a child's brain, between 0 to 6, there's a tremendous amount of development and activity. Neurons are firing at each other, and the more exploration and the more skills that your child is working on, the more connections happen in the brain. Even as you grow older, these connections continue to form based on the activities that you do, but it will be a little less than what happens between 0 to 3 and 0 to 6. During this time, children tend to focus on a particular area of skill. And when I say children, I mean their brain literally sort of lights up a certain area that they need to work on intrinsically without anyone guiding them. And these different skills overlap between 0 to 6, but at a certain point of time, they are so attracted to it that everything else is dark and they just want to focus on it. In a Montessori environment where children choose their work, sometimes we see this happening. For a few weeks, a child will be only interested in math. So suddenly, they'll have a focus only on language, and overall, some children just want to come in and then start off with practical life because it's so endearing to them. So, when it comes to language development, between 0 to 6 is a very sensitive period for language development. And after 3.5 is when the sensitive period for arithmetic or the awakening of the arithmetic mind happens, where children are finally able to express things around them in quantities. So, how do we support this? In Montessori method or the curriculum, there are some activities and materials that Dr. Montessori designed based on her observation of the natural normal growth of children. She found that when children traced the letters and said out the sound, they were able to visually look out the letter, hear the sound, as well as move their fingers in the way the letter has to be written. So, this visual, auditory, and kinetic movement helps the brain really absorb the concept together at once. Sensitive periods are hand in hand with the child's exploration through their senses. It's like there is a constant communication between the senses and the brain takes in everything, be it a baby trying to grasp and hold things or put things in their mouth to see how it tastes, or a 4-year old going and getting muddy and trying to play with water and just enjoying the world around them. So, sensitive periods of language are helped in the Montessori environment through activities with the sandpaper letters, movable alphabet, and so many more. Whereas in arithmetic, there's plenty of activities, starting with counting with the number rods, tracing with the sandpaper figures, putting the two together with the cards and counters, and so many more. When these concepts are offered to the child between 2.5 to 6, the learning appears almost natural. And remember, when you offer these materials, offer a choice, invite the child, show it how it's done, and then do not interfere in their work. Let them try it out. Along with language and math, remember to also give a lot of importance to their fine motor activities, practical life activities, as well as a lot of culture. When I say culture, I mean geography, history, and all of these beautiful things that you find in biology. Where do you go to look for all of this? Check out GiftWaley.com, where you can search activities based on the skill development. Just go to number skills or language skills to find all the activities that I mentioned. And you will be surprised by the number of products they have from across manufacturers that are suited to the child's development. Remember something, that along with sensitivity to language, there is a sensitivity to movement, looking at tiny things, and exploring with the senses. So keep in mind these aspects when choosing activities or toys for your child. So stay tuned to watch the next video in this series of GiftWaley and shop online on their website giftwaley.com.